Well, I can now announce to you what appears to be a massive victory for GB News and for Britain.
They come to our country because they want us to become a Muslim nation.
Islam getting special privileges and Christianity effectively being sidelined.
Meanwhile, we're being in... and then the king seems obsessed with Ramadan. I mean, what's going on?
Perkembangan Islam yang semakin pesat di Inggris kini menjadi sorotan berbagai platform media sosial dan berita. Namun, di balik kemajuan ini, masih ada tantangan besar, terutama dalam hal representasi Muslim di beberapa media mainstream.
Is it not right to say that we now live in a country that backwards, despite the fact that it to wipe the sides of people who, frankly, don't really deserve it in many ways?
Too many people come to Britain now to change us. They come to our country because they want us to become a Muslim nation or something different from what we are. Now, we are a nation where if you come as a Muslim and you accept our traditions, you're very welcome. But you have to integrate. But there is no possibility of integrating.
I think these people have to be made to realise that if you're going to come and live in the United Kingdom, you have to abide by our rules, you have to learn our language.
Berbagai aktivitas keagamaan Islam kian marak di banyak kota-kota besar di Inggris dan mendapat respons positif dari pemerintah setempat. Namun, hal ini justru membuat kelompok sayap kanan semakin meradang. Bagaimana tidak, upaya mereka menekan populasi Muslim agar tetap berada di bawah bayang-bayang first-class citizen ternyata tak membuahkan hasil yang signifikan. Bahkan kemarahan mereka memuncak hingga menuduh kepala negara sendiri telah berkhianat karena dianggap lebih mengakomodasi kepentingan Muslim.
Something which disturbed me, I have to say, incredibly, which was the way King Charles seems to be to the Muslim community above all others.
And so therefore Islam, what we're seeing is Islam getting special privileges and Christianity effectively being sidelined. And that's what we saw with King Charles. We saw him packing dates for the iftar celebrations for ending Ramadan. We saw him having a prayer session at Windsor Castle. But at the same time, not a single mention about Ash Wednesday, about Lent, about Christianity in general. And so King Charles, he doesn't understand these tensions, and it's always going to backfire.
Mengutip laporan The Guardian pada 11 Desember 2024, sebuah penelitian dari Center for Media Monitoring yang berafiliasi dengan Dewan Muslim Inggris mengungkap bahwa dalam satu saluran media sayap kanan saja didapati telah lebih dari 17.000 kali menyebarkan narasi miring terhadap komunitas Muslim dalam kurun waktu 2 tahun terakhir.
Britain is changing rapidly and no one wants to put a stop to it.
A growing number of young people do not subscribe to British values. In fact, despise in many ways British values. And what I was talking about just a few weeks ago, the local elections where in parts of our inner cities we saw sectarian politics, people voting purely on religious lines, councillors getting elected in Leeds and Burnley and elsewhere screaming Allahu Akbar, or things like we're coming to get you. Now that I think was very, very disquieting.
The invasion of Britain is happening at a record level. And what about the leader of Britain, really, the king? Well, we had the old Ramadan post, didn't we? Good stuff. Meanwhile, we're being invaded. There are a million people who don't speak English or barely speak a word of it in this country. And then the king seems obsessed with Ramadan. I mean, what's going on?
Seakan tak kehabisan cara, pada 14 Februari lalu, salah satu media sayap kanan Inggris merayakan apa yang mereka sebut sebagai kemenangan setelah berhasil menggagalkan 2 pendakwah Muslim, Mufti Munir dan Mohammed Oblos, masuk ke Inggris.
Well, I can now announce to you what appears to be a massive victory for GB News and for Britain. We'll know my show has revealed that Islamic preachers are on their way to Britain. One of them, Mohammed Oblos, we sent the Home Office loads of video clips of these 2 preachers, so they had all the info. Mufti Munir is the other one. He is on record spouting anti-rhetoric and discussing adultery in graphic detail.
Begitu mendengar bahwa kedua ulama ini dijadwalkan mengisi ceramah di sebuah masjid di Middlesbrough, politisi serta media sayap kanan langsung kompak menekan Kementerian Dalam Negeri agar mencegah keduanya masuk ke negara Inggris.
Now, earlier today, Shadow Home Secretary Chris Philp wrote to Yvette Cooper. He said, I write to ask you to take immediate steps to block the entry of Islamist preacher Mohammed Hoblos. Freedom of speech does not walk hand in hand with freedom of extremist Islam.
Mereka beralasan bahwa kedua pendakwa ini dianggap memiliki pandangan yang berpotensi mengganggu stabilitas sosial di Inggris. Pemerintah pun mengklaim langkah ini sejalan dengan kebijakan keamanan nasional serta upaya menjaga ketertiban di masyarakat.
We understand that the Home Office will take steps to block Mohammed Hoblos from coming to the UK. I think it's fair to say that this would not have happened if we had not applied massive pressure. So I'll just say that again. It appears that the Home Office will now take steps to block Mohammed Hoblos from coming to the UK.
Recently, two Islamic speakers tried to to the United Kingdom, Mufti Munir and Mohammed Hoblos, two very famous and prominent Islamic speakers across the world, to do some speaking tours here in the United Kingdom to see there, and they were blocked from doing so because of the following intervention by the far-right media. Why would you want to celebrate blocking them from exercising freedom of speech, so long as they do not call to violence, which in these two men's case, they have not called to.
Di sisi lain, figur sayap kanan Inggris seperti Tommy Robinson beserta pengikutnya terus lantang menyuarakan kritik terhadap perkembangan komunitas Muslim. Sebagai mantan pemimpin English Defence League, Robinson dikenal sebagai salah satu tokoh yang kerap menyuarakan pandangan kontroversial tentang Islam. Namun menariknya, meskipun berbagai pernyataannya seringkali menimbulkan polemik, media maupun politisi yang kerap tampil keberatan dengan keberadaan Muslim ini tampaknya tak terlalu mempermasalahkan terkait sepak terjang yang dilakukan oleh Robinson dan para pengikutnya tersebut.
The British public have been made to feel embarrassed of their identity and their culture for too long. Every issue I've spoke about has come into fruition. Not because I'm a genius, not because I've got anything special. It's because I was born in a town where I witnessed what mass open border Islamic immigration will do.
They cannot bring their own agenda and they cannot bring their own laws and religion, their whatever the...
They're taking over. We've got a two-tier police system that supports them.
In my opinion, it's probably a little bit too late, but got to bring it back from the brink of Islamic take, whatever you want to call it, whoever takes over.
Di tengah berbagai tantangan dan sentimen negatif yang muncul, ada satu hal yang tak bisa disangkal, yaitu populasi Muslim di Inggris terus bertumbuh. Berdasarkan data sensus 2021 yang dirilis oleh Kantor Statistik Nasional (EONS), jumlah Muslim di Inggris dan Wales mengalami lonjakan 44% dalam satu dekade terakhir. Pada 2011, jumlah Muslim tercatat sebanyak 2,7 juta jiwa, 4,9% dari populasi. 10 tahun kemudian, angka ini melonjak menjadi 3,9 juta jiwa, 6,5% dari populasi. Suka atau tidak, Islam telah menjadi bagian yang tak terpisahkan dari wajah baru Inggris.